Afternoon, this is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. It's a nice 57, which is warm for, our last couple of days. But it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and you can tell by the wind that we got a storm blowing in. I still got blue patches in the sky, so it's not here yet, thank God, but it's supposed to. So having said that, all the wood that they didn't use that we brought out of the bottom of the house, etc., I need to move that from under the deck. You can see by the top of the deck, it's not solid. You can see all the way through to the ground, and it's like that all the way down. And I don't want the wood to warp and become, rot. And yes, it's not going to happen from one day's worth of rain, but if it's one day's worth of rain and then it gets crazy cold and then I'm just, screw it, the wood's no good because I'm not moving it. So I know me, and I know I'll do that, so I'm going to go move wood today. I'm gonna walk it first though, mostly so I can see if I gotta carry the pieces over one at a time, or if I'll be able to hook my, hi Panda girlfriend, if I'll be able to hook my my gorilla cart up to my riding lawnmower, because that tends to be how I move stuff around when it's just heavy, so I'm not making 27 trips. I still gotta lift something 27 times, but I don't have to move it 27 times. While I think that path, going straight back, is going to be awesome, no problems at all as far as wet water, etc. That's all the wood I need to move. That's what, 2 trips, maybe 3. I think 2 though with the gorilla cart. It's back towards the shed. I don't know if I can back the riding lawnmower out without backing it into the mud that they created when they tore up the road back there. So I'm gonna grab a couple pieces, stick the phone in my pocket, just hand carry a couple of pieces back, and then kind of judge for myself what I'm doing. While I'm also out here, I think Panda's found a mole because she's digging in the leaves over there. My plastic down here on my kindling wood. It'd be really crappy if it rains tomorrow, starting tonight, and everything gets wet. Anyway, let me get started, and I'll talk at you later. Yes, I am so happy I have a 0-turn mower. I got it out right there in the dry spot, turn it, spin it here, put the gorilla cart up. Now it's time to go get busy. Talk to you in a few. I'm Panda. I'm Panda girlfriend. Alrighty, so what do we have? We've got 4. Can't kind of see because of the end of the plastic. 4 6x6s. I got a small stack here of 4x6s, and then I am sitting on a stack of 4x4s. Now all this stuff came out from underneath the house. You can see where there's screws here and things where they had, wiring attached to it, to run the wiring under the house. All that stuff has been reattached to the appropriate base when the house was level. So, but you can look at it and you can see there's nothing wrong with these except for they've been under the house for a few years. It's good, it's treated wood. Yeah, so anyway, it's in the shed. Got it lined up with the same place from all the wood I got for free. And since I've got all the wood in here, and it's still relatively warm outside, I figured I'd spend a little time out here and start removing screws. Screws like that. I'm probably going to start with the smaller stuff first, the little 1x4s. So I can do things like trim off the edge. I don't know if you can see it. Get rid of the staple screws that are in there. They're staple nails. Anyway, hi Panda girlfriend. Hi Panda girlfriend, what you doing? What you doing? So anyway, get them off, because how easy they are to get off is going to be how soon I'm going to go back and get more wood. How do I say this? There are some great pieces here. There's some stuff that's 8 foot long. I got over here leaning up against the wall. If I can get the screws out of it, then that's a lot of wood. But if I can't and I have to cut them out or cut pieces down, then instead of having I don't know, an 8-foot piece of wood or a 4-foot piece of wood, I end up with maybe an 18-inch piece of wood, because I'd have to, you know, cut here for those screws and then cut there for those screws. It still becomes possible, but not, how do I say this, not as aesthetically looking. 4-foot and 8-foot along the walls there that they have for the support would just be so much better, because that way I could, you know, nail it in every other board and then, you know, adjust for where a 4-foot one is. It gives me room to play with, and if they're just 18 inches, I don't have room to play. So if I can get the nails out, the majority of the wood, and keep it good, I need to go back and get a whole lot more. That's the easiest way for me to say that. I need to spend the entire winter just gathering wood, and start doing research on what kind of insulation I want out here, so I can insulate the wall, and then, you know, seal it in. Anyway, this is, again, all the stuff I brought over, 6x6s, 4x6s, and enough 4x4s for me to stand on or sit on. I'm sitting comfortably now. There's 5 of them that are, how do I say this, that are floor to ceiling height. That makes sense. There are 5 of them that are like that, and then the other, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are between 2 feet and 4 feet. You know, and those are the ones that I'm sitting on. So, again, nice stack. I'm getting a lot of wood in here, and that excites me, you know, because that goes a long way into helping me turn this into a shop, not just a shed that gets all kinds of bugs and stuff in it. All right, I got work to do. Talk to you later. Alrighty then. So I got about, I don't know, 28 boards done. 3 stacks, 6 high, 7 high, 8 high, 9 high, whatever. Anyway, there's about 28 boards done. No nails, no screws. You can see I got nails all across the floor and nails all over there. I was throwing them out of the way. But it's 4:30, which means the sun's going down behind the mountain, and it's getting cold. It's already 50 degrees outside. Temperature's dropping fast. So it's time to clean up. Get these stacked somewhere where they're not in the way, but someplace where they're not mixed in with the stuff that still has nails in it. If it's warm tomorrow, I can walk back here. It could rain outside all at once while I'm inside and still undoing nails. But, you know, I'm not going to hold my breath. Yeah. Just keep it going. So, all right, let me clean up. And I will talk to you later. All right, so everything that's stacked up there against the wall, kind of stacked up by size. You can see it, smaller to larger. That's all the stuff that's got all the nails taken out. And for the most part, that was the center row. These are the larger 4x4s that I just got today, and that's the second stack, which are also the longer pieces that still have the staples and stuff in them. So I got the whole stack done, which is awesome. You know, cleaned up, swept up all my sawdust, and hey, Staples got that all kind of back there in a corner for right now. Panda found a rodent that ran into the shed here, and she's just going off, "Mom, move the shed so I can get it." But it's pretty good. I got all of it done. All of those done. Got them tacked taller to shorter, because as I put them up for paneling, instead of having to cut 2 larger pieces, you know, start with a larger piece and put it in place and then go to a smaller piece. You know, something that I don't have to cut or only have to cut an inch off, so I'm not cutting my long stuff here. You know, that's 8 feet long. Same with this. One of those, cut as little as possible. You know. Anyway, I'm done. We're clean. Walked outside to see if I could get Panda to calm down, and it's actually cold outside. I am surprised how much warmer it is here in the shed. Probably because I'm out of the wind, you know. But it's much warmer in here than it is outside. So, anyway, let me get this closed up and get on back to the house, because it's getting chilly. And you know me, I don't like it when it's chilly. I walk outside and it's like, it's cold. It's time for me to start a fire. You know, sun's down behind the mountain. I still got some blue sky, but there's lots of gray starting to come in. A couple little chemtrails. You know, storm's supposed to come in tonight. The wind's still here. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day and a wonderful evening. And Miss Panda and I, she swears to God there's a rodent in the tractor, and there's not. I've opened the engine and everything. It's not in the tractor. But that's not what she says. So, anyway, y'all have an awesome day, and I will talk at you later.